A very good morning to all the students. I hope you all have seen part 1 and part 2 of chapter 3 Iswaran the storyteller from the book English 1 Movement. Moving ahead, in part 3 we'll see I was studying in the junior class at that time and was watching the whole drama from the rooftop. I don't know what came over me suddenly. I grabbed a can from the hands of one of the teachers and ran down the stairs and into the open. The elephant grunted and menacingly swung a branch of a tree which it held in its trunk. It stamped its feet, kicking up a lot of mud and dust, and it looked frightened. But I moved slowly towards it, stick in hand. People were watching the scene, hypnotized from nearby housetop. The alif hypnotized mean to influence or to control that completely as by personal and looked in the red-eyed, ready to rush towards me, and it lifted its trunk and trumpeted loudly. At a moment, I moved forward and mustering means putting together all my force to whacked means to hit noisily its third toenail on the quick. The beast looked stunned and for a moment and it shivered from the head to foot and collapsed means he fell down. See what is said at the time of the incident when Iswaran was studying in one of the junior classes, when he was studying in a junior class and in the school, and he was watched the elephant he watched the elephant from the rooftop, and suddenly he took the stick from one of the teacher. See what he did, he took a stick from one of the teacher from the rooftop, and suddenly he took a stick from one of the teachers and ran downstairs towards the school ground. And the elephant made a lot of noise when he saw this small boy was coming towards him and was approaching to it, and it lifted a branch of a tree in its trunk and hit its foot on the ground, and which threw a lot of mud and dust in the air, and the elephant was threatening Iswaran, but the boy was not afraid of it, and with the stick in his hand he moved towards the elephant slowly. He moved that stick towards the elephant, and many people they have climbed on the rooftop of their houses were watching the scene, were watching this incident, and they were standing still and they were awakened. They were just shocked, waiting to see what will happen next. Iswaran saw that what made a loud trumpet sound. See what happened? It was made a loud trumpet sound was being made, and that colored eyes which were full of red colored eyes which was full of anger, and it again lifted its trunk and made a loud trumpet sound, and it was about to attack Iswaran. And just then what happened, the Iswaran gathered all his force with a force and hit the elephant's third toenail quickly. What he did, he hit the elephant's third toenail quickly, and the beast looked stunned for a moment. That means what, the elephant was stunned that what had happened, and then he reacted by shivering. Then it shivered from head to toe, foot, and collapsed. She was shivering all over and fainted and fell onto the ground and became unconscious. At this point, Ishwaran would leave the story unfinished and get up mumbling. See what happened at that time, Ishwaran would leave the story incomplete in a low voice, and he would say he would return after that he will be back after lighting the gas and warming up the dinner. Mahendra, who had been listening with rapt attention, but with complete means fascinated, he was completely fascinated or absorbed by what one is saying, or he was hearing with full of attention and would be left hanging. And when he returned, Iswaran would not pick up the thread of the story right away. Mahendra would have to remind him that conclusion was pending. Well, a veterinary doctor was summoned to revive the animal. Iswaran would shrug. See, he would pick the thread means he would not restart the story from where he has left. And he was very curious to listen Mahendra. And summoned means he called out. And Iswaran would shrug casually. Shrug means to raise one shoulder slightly and to express doubt, ignorance, or indifference. And 2 days later, it was led away by a mahout to the jungle. See what is said over here in this para. After this, Iswaran would leave the story incomplete, and in a low voice, he would say that he would return after lighting the gas stove to warm the dinner, and they were getting late for the meal. And Mahendra would be very curious to know that what had happened next, and would feel disappointed that Iswaran had left the story unfinished. And on returning, he would not continue with the story as he wanted to arouse curiosity in Mahendra. And Mahendra, who was eager, he was waiting for the ending. He wanted to know what would happen in the end, and he would ask Iswaran to conclude the story. And what Iswaran he would say casually that a veterinary doctor was called to bring the elephant back. So he used to say, and to back unconsciously, and after 2 days the mahout would take care back to the jungle, and he used to take him back to the jungle. Well, how did you manage to do it? How did you bring down the beast? See what it said. Mahendra would curious to know that how did the young Iswaran manage to overpower the huge elephant. And it has something to do with a Japanese art. I think so. Karate or Jujutsu it's called. I had read about it somewhere, and it's temporary paralyzes the nervous system, you see. See what is said here. Iswaran said that he performed a Japanese martial art, and he said that it was either karate or jujitsu. What was jujitsu? And he had read about it somewhere, and he might have read it about somewhere that the martial art rendered a person unconscious by disrupting the nervous system. The nervous system is being disrupted. Not a day passed without Iswaran recounting some story packed with adventure, horror, and suspense, whether the story was credible or not. Mahendra enjoyed listening to it because of the imitable way in which it was told. Iswaran seemed to more than make up for the absence of the TV in Mahendra's living quarter. See what happened. The everyday Iswaran would narrate one or the other story that was full of horror, adventure, thrill, everything suspense that was there in the story. And sometimes, see what happened, Mahendra felt that the story was fiction, but still he enjoyed listening it. Why? Because of the unique way in which he was narrated by Iswaran. The way he was narrating the story was very unique. And as there was no television set at that place where they lived at that time, no television was there where they lived, it was not there, and this story was a source of entertainment for Mahendra. One morning when Mahendra was having breakfast, Iswaran asked, "Can I make something special for dinner tonight, sir? After all, today is an auspicious day. According to tradition, we prepare various delicious dishes to feed the spirit of our ancestors today, sir." See what he said one morning to Mahendra, that having his breakfast, Iswaran asked him that could I prepare a special meal for the dinner? Yeah, what a special tasty meal for you today. and he had it that on that day they prepared a special food for the soul of the dead elders of the family. See that according to the tradition that they were preparing for the various delicacies, means tasty food to feed. They used to feed the spirit. Spirit means the soul who is dead of our ancestors today. For the ancestor means the elder people of the family. Hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.